Hey guys, what's up? I'm Christian Taylor, and last week I talked about useful ways that you can take advantage of cloud storage. Now this week I will be continuing that trend by talking about another way that I use cloud storage. Now if you will notice the different backdrop behind me, that is because I am currently out of town. I am at a relative's house, so thanks for letting me film. But anyway, I'm currently out of town. Now, with going out of town, I became very nervous about one thing in particular, and that was my files. Now, I did not have a backup of any of my files, so I was worried, okay, so what happens if, say, they fall out of my computer bag while I'm going through the airport and drop on the ground and shatter, like my hard drive? What happens? All my files are gone. So I quickly started searching for a solution. Now the solution I found is Backblaze. Now Backblaze is $5 a month or $50 a year, and it allows you to back up your entire computer. So it basically makes a clone of your computer in the cloud. So basically you have unlimited storage. Now the one catch is you have to have the storage yourself. So it makes a clone of your computer. So if I have 500 gigabytes of data on my computer, Backblaze will give me 500 gigabytes of storage to back it up. If I have 10 terabytes, then I get 10 terabytes to back up my data. So however much storage I have, that's how much storage I get, which is great. It gives me all the storage I need for backing up my files. So the process was a breeze. I downloaded the program, I got the free 15-day trial, and within 10 days, my 1 terabyte of data that I had was all backed up to the cloud, and it was really easy. I just had to go through a super basic setup screen, and it really requires no work even after the initial backup. So after the initial backup, it will back up any new or changed files to the cloud. So you don't have to do anything though. You don't have to go into the program and tell it to back up or remember any of that. It just runs in the background and takes care of that for you. So we already touched on this a little bit earlier, but some useful uses for this program are to protect you against hard drive failures, natural disasters, or even file corruption. Maybe you had a file that saved wrong, maybe you saved over something and you screwed something up. You can just go up to Backblaze, pull the file down, and you are good to go. Now, speaking of pulling files down, with any backup software, what goes up must come down. So the reason why I'm telling you this is to tell you that the restore process is just as easy. Now, I had a breeze downloading some test files after I backed up all my data. It was quick, it was easy, it was all in a little zip file. And if downloading things isn't your thing and you just don't want to have to go through that if your hard drive fails, fear not, because Backblaze can send you a brand new 4 terabyte hard drive for only $189 that comes preloaded with all of your data. So that's not a bad price at all for saving your bacon. Now, any good program has its downsides, and Backblaze is no exception. There are a couple things in particular that drove me nuts, and the main thing is that you cannot view image files without downloading them. Alright, so images and videos are the main thing that I have backed up to Backblaze. And let's say there's a particular image I can't find on my hard drive, I think maybe it got deleted, and I want to go to Backblaze and look for it. Well, all you can see is the file name. So in my camera's case, I get something like img underscore and a bunch of numbers. Now, unless I happen to be lucky and know what my file is called, I'm just kind of out of luck. So that's just irritating to me that to see the file, I have to restore it and wait for the email with the zip file and download it. And also their iOS app is the same way. Now you can view all your files on the iOS app, but you cannot really see what the image looks like without downloading it. And that's irritating to me. Next, a little word of caution. Now, this is not necessarily something that is a bad thing, it's just something that you need to be aware of before starting your journey with Backblaze. Now, what it does is it clones your computer exactly. So if you have some external hard drives like I do, please be aware that you're going to need to have your drives plugged in at least once per 30 days. So for me, I've decided it's too much for me to have to remember that every 30 days and too much hassle. So I've started just keeping all my hard drives plugged in. I've got 2 external drives that I just keep plugged in all the time. And basically, my understanding is if one of your external hard drives were to fail, you have 30 days to either order one from Backblaze or get one from somewhere else and download all your files to it, or the files will be removed. So in the event of a hard drive failure, you've got plenty of time. You got 30 days to get a new drive and get back up on your feet. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Backblaze is just a really simple and helpful program. Now, it's not too feature packed, but for me and for the price tag, that's okay. Now, there are other more feature packed programs like Carbonite, but Carbonite costs $120 a year compared to Backblaze's $50 a year. So I felt for me that Backblaze is the best option. I also loved how open and transparent they are. You can go on their YouTube channel and learn a lot about them. I just feel like there's no hidden catches or secrets that they're hiding from me, and they're very open about their business plan and how they can afford to stay open, and that they are making a profit, which is good. They deserve to be making a profit for the work that they're doing, and it's just a great company overall. So if you need a backup for your computer, sure, you can do it on site, but that's not going to protect you from something like a tornado or hurricane, so I would definitely recommend Backblaze. Now, I will have a link in the description where you can get the 15-day free trial, and as I always say, if you like this video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe, rate, and comment. I'll catch you guys next time.